Welcome. It's another wonderful day for practice and community as we explore themes from the Bhagavad Gita. Today's overarching theme, though, is Happy Memorial Day. Here in the US, it's a day to remember those who served, generally in the military, but also other positions of service for the community. I invite you to participate with me in this spirit. Yesterday I talked about, being willing to do the little things behind the scenes that really make a difference. In that spirit, I'm remembering today my grandfather, Francis Xavier LaGrass, known as, for my grandmother, Frank. He served in the Navy with many of his brothers and my grandmother's brothers too, actually. And when he died, we found out he was even more of a hero than we thought. We recognized that actually, after he died unexpectedly on a Bhagavad Gita retreat weekend, um, that my grandmother had had a long term medical condition, I mean, for decades. And he was really taking care of everything for decades, everything. But he never let on that he was doing so much work behind the scenes to keep the family going. He never said anything when we're like, oh, grandma, this is great food, this is great, whatever. He was doing it all, and he let her take credit. And when we found this out after he died, he became even more special to us for his quiet humility. And today I'd like to recognize not only him, but all those who, like him, and like you, are doing those things that you think nobody's ever going to find out about or appreciate. And somebody knows. Somebody does know. And also, part of the dedication this weekend is during the Memorial Day Bhagavad Gita retreat weekend when my grandfather died. Um, on the Saturday night of that weekend, I had people say, why don't you go and visit your grandfather and we'll handle this part of the retreat for you. And I was like, oh no, I'm the speaker. I'm going to handle it. I'm going to do it. And then guess what? Sunday morning, as I'm in the middle of doing the speaking and the handling and the teaching, the phone starts buzzing and buzzing, and he passed away. And every year I remember this, the whole idea of not being able to let go and let other people help because I thought there would be tomorrow. Tomorrow to say goodbye or just to spend time with someone. And since Memorial Day, we do honor a lot of service members who, we'll say, like if a relative is a police officer or firefighter in the service, we'll say, oh, yeah, we'll see you on the holiday. We'll see you tomorrow. There might not be tomorrow. And it's something that we know, but we often don't acknowledge because we don't want to seem pessimistic or like we're bringing that kind of doom upon anybody. But it is important to recognize. And today, I invite you to remember, again, those who you find out later have done so much behind the scenes and acknowledge that part of you that also does that. Okay. And to perhaps contemplate who you maybe can't wait till tomorrow to see or to do something for, some activity you can't wait till tomorrow because I do hate to say it, but tomorrow may not come. I think about this with the Gita Sadhana. I wonder if this is what's going to keep me alive for the next years, pledging to do this sadhana, and darn it, I'm stubborn. So if something happens, it might just be the motivation to get me through. I remember you probably have had this happen in members of your own family. Like my mother was dying, but really tried to hold out until specific family events, like meeting her grandson, for example, or presiding over her class's first graduation. And tapping into that energy, recognizing just the realities of life. realities of life on this earth, celebrating them instead of trying to hold them at arm's length. Because those little lessons of life really help our living gain much more meaning. So, to Frank, to all of you serving behind the scenes, doing so much more than we know, and to all of you watching, who I'm sure in your own way are doing things behind the scenes that nobody knows about. You're seen. Let's practice together and celebrate this fleeting moment that we call life. It's raining today. No parade. Switch. So, as we transition to our meditation, I'm going to thank Mother Nature and the weather behind the scenes, because I have noticed that it'll rain or be doing something really not nice. And generally, about the time I do the sadhana, it pauses or stops. So, the rain has paused. Let's spend 5 minutes contemplating the themes of today: service, behind the scene service, or just what do you want to do? Who do you want to spend time with today, knowing that tomorrow you might not have that opportunity? See you in 5. Welcome back. Whatever you're doing today, whether this day is considered a holiday or not, where you are, I hope you make the best of it. And I hope you use today to do at least one of the things that you don't want to put off till tomorrow. I hope I do get to see you tomorrow. Until then.